Driven by fear and guilt, Jacob embarked on a long and lonely journey to Haran, the homeland of his mother, Rebekah. Jacob traveled alone, vulnerable to both the elements and the threat of wild animals. He was no longer the scheming youth who had deceived his brother and father. He was a fugitive, running from his past and facing an uncertain future. Exhausted, Jacob used a stone as a pillow. He dreamt of a ladder reaching heaven, with angels ascending and descending. God stood at the top, reaffirming the covenant with Abraham and Isaac. He promised to bless Jacob and his descendants. This dream was a pivotal moment in Jacob's spiritual journey. Upon reaching Haran, Jacob sought refuge with his uncle Laban. It was here that he met Rachel, Laban's younger daughter, and fell deeply in love. Eager to marry Rachel, Jacob agreed to work for Laban for 7 years as a bride price. However, 7 years later, on the night Jacob was to marry Rachel, Laban tricked Jacob into marrying his older daughter Leah. Laban disguised Leah as Rachel by veiling her heavily and conducting the ceremony in dim light, ensuring Jacob wouldn't realize the switch until it was too late. Devastated, Jacob confronted Laban, who agreed to give him Rachel as well in exchange for another 7 years of labor. These 14 years with Laban were a time of both blessing and hardship for Jacob. Yet he also endured Laban's deceit and manipulation, constantly having to outsmart his cunning uncle. Jacob's relationships with Leah and Rachel were complex. Leah, feeling unloved, sought to win Jacob's affection through bearing children. Rachel, desperate to have children, gave her maidservant Bilhah to Jacob, resulting in more children. Leah, not to be outdone, gave her maidservant Zilpah to Jacob, further complicating the family dynamics. These relationships weighed heavily on Jacob, shaping his journey and legacy. Subscribe for part 3 of Jacob's journey. In Jesus' name.